Alright guys, we are back. I've tweaked the settings a bit. The in-game audio should be a little bit higher. Hopefully high enough. I guess we'll find out. Only one way to find out. Let's go ahead with campaign, and we are going to reboot our continue game. The Light in the Dark. This is randomly generated as well, guys. The name of your community. The audio for you might have been a little low in that first episode. I apologize. I was also popping my peas. I may or may not have solved that now. We'll find out at the end of my recording session, won't we? Alright, lethaler than lethal. Let's go Rhea. She's just going to go out and do some local looting. So Rhea has a mission. If I want, I can go talk to him. Let's go see what he's talking about. Where the hell is he? I don't think we're probably going to do it. Maybe we will. Let's go see. Let's see what this guy's saying. Where'd you go? You in bed? Dante, what do you want about? There's some arms dealers in the small bungalow calling themselves the Road Hikers. They've got a huge cache of weapons, most likely stolen. Thanks for the intel. I'm on it. Let's see where that is. It's way over there. It's a bit of a hike, but it is timed, right? If we don't do this, they will disappear. We could go see what they have. Maybe they have something awesome. We do have some decent... we have almost 1,000 points. I don't think we're going to bother right now, though, to be honest with you. It's not super urgent that we get massive weapons right now, and there are other things that are more important. Let's go loot this house. I've marked the house with the yellow arrow. The orange arrow indicates where the arms dealers are. We could go see what they have, I guess. Maybe we'll do that first. It's not that far. You know what we forgot to do? Sorry, guys. I'm really doing this in kind of a random sequence here, aren't I? You know what? We got to talk to them first anyway. They had a toolkit I forgot I wanted to buy. What inventory enclaves have renews at the start of each day. So there's a bloater like swimming. Just freaking sunbathing or moonbathing, I guess. So if you see something you like, it's better to get it early than to wait too long. The advantage of doing that little duck and grab instead of we'll look there later. Instead of attacking them head on is it doesn't damage your weapon. Your little personal weapon, in our case screwdrivers, can't be damaged. As I said, their effect in game, those little personal weapons are purely cosmetic. Doesn't matter what you're using.
Hello, pleasure to have you.
Come here, Morgan. Ah, quit running away. Morgan. Oh, you kid dick. Fine.
Let's trade, okay?
I want this. I don't really need to grab anything else yet. We can probably find other stuff when we loot, I'm hoping. That may be a mistake. We're halfway there. Do we keep going? Again, the fear is there's a feral or something on the way that gets us. Let's go ahead and search this camper on the way by. More parts. Some like an apiary over there or something you can look for, like the beehives. We'll do that on the way back if we're not too weighted down or something. It's all clear right now, guys. It's been nice, smooth run-in so far. The only feral we've seen has been at a distance. Let's keep it that way. Sure. I like to search like random outside areas when you see them because they don't show up on the map. But if you don't search them, you may forget they're there and you may never search them.
Oh, not bad.
Although this is a little bit heavy. These chemicals, but we'll take them for now anyway. Anything here? This fire pit? No. What places on the map start looted? What loot you find? All of that is randomly generated with each new game. That's when I talked about roguelike elements. What missions show up? Curveballs, which we'll see later. Coming. All of that is randomized.
Maybe I should slow down.
Hello. Jewel. If you want weapons, you've got to pay the market price. We refuse to be exploited. Give us a discount. We can do business. I'm not going to threaten them.
Hell no.
Don't you get it? We've got the weapons, so you pay our price or go home with nothing. Let's just trade and see what they got.
Trade? Sure.
So they got some useful stuff. 50 caliber ammo is hard to come by. A beautiful weapon, but maybe we could find our own. Like, why spend these exorbitant prices when you can possibly find our own? Some landmines. C4, useful. Admittedly. Fuel bomb, useful. A thermite grenade. Nothing I want to spend. I'll take the thermite grenade. That's it. Thank you. Nothing here has been looted. Oh. Something in this trunk. As I was saying earlier in the first episode, if you hold down the left button, you will search faster, but there's a risk you make a lot of noise. That risk goes down the higher your, I think the higher your wits. Let's go ahead and search on the way back.
For Pete's sake. No more creepers. We're good to go.
Just close that so nothing wanders in behind us. Oh, is this a big knife? More parts. Expected you'd find it in whatever the hell this is. A water outpost. Very useful place to claim. We can't probably afford it yet. But good to know we have the option at some point. This is probably construction materials. Let's hope so. It is. Put that on the back. And we will search this as well. We want to get our med outpost, or our our medical facility up to level 2. Getting pretty full here. That green arrow is pointing the way home, by the way, on our little mini map. There's nothing in here. Let me see some apiaries out to the left somewhere. Let's make sure we don't pass those by without investigating. Screamer. There's some other zombies, including a feral right there. We're far enough away it shouldn't notice us, probably. Let's not chance it, because, whoops. That would be a game ender. Well, at least a Rhea ender. Search this. You'll find another toolkit or something.
No sign of creepers here.
The toolkits are able to repair vehicles. So with this one, we can get that little vehicle we drove into town with back on its feet, which would give us a car to drive as long as we got some gas for it. This is a store brand toothpaste. That's worth a good amount of money or influence to trade. This might be a gas can. It's probably either parts or gas. Gas. Great. We have everything we need technically to get that car back on its feet. We're probably going to do that when we get home. Screamer over there. Thought we were closer to home than we are. Oh, there's that apiary. Let's see if there's anything to loot in it so we know for next time. There's lots here. We'll come check it out on the way back some other time. This is not a horde. You can tell that because it's on the map. It's not evidenced as such on the mini-map. But it is a group of guys traveling together. This girl's getting tired. You can see that in the bottom left corner. Where's our Santa Claus house? There it is. You know what? On the way by, let's go ahead and give them the store brand toothpaste. We could wait till later, like when they're even better friends, when they're allied. They'll give us a better deal, but whatever. We're here. Let's just get rid of it. Won't be that much difference.
Hey, good to see you again.
I want to give you some toothpaste for 34 influence. And I can't buy anything else from you. I can't buy that ammo I'm looking at. You can see her blue energy bar is getting even lower than it was. That's because she's exhausted. We got to get her home and get her some rest. Let someone else go out and take the ball and run with it for a while. There's this. Oh fuck! There's a screamer right there. Let's not go this way. Fucking Drucker, eh? It's so hard to get around these various obstacles. Sprinter on home. I don't care if she gets exhausted now. She's going to take a nap. We'll get whoever we haven't had out yet. That's Dante, yeah? Dante on his feet. We've been robbed, guys.
Stand up and make sure this doesn't happen to us again.
We're going to have to do that. For now, let's do this. Now let's switch over to Dante, and we'll do his to catch a thief. Somebody took our food, I think. Somebody grabbed our food and ran. Let's see if Dante's man enough to deal with it. They're right over here. Not going to take out the vehicle. We could go repair that vehicle. We can take it out, but we can get there on foot readily enough. No point in wasting gas. It's not that far. Ow. Not many things to worry about in our neighborhood right now. That can change over time.
That will work.
I don't know if there's an actual game mechanic at work there, that the game gets more and more populated by problems as time goes on, or if it's just, I'll check this on the way home. No, I'll check it right now. I'll forget it's there. Or if it's just something I've observed, but I do find there are more and more ferals and that kind of thing, or packs of deadly zombies out and around your house. I guess that is a game mechanic as infestations grow. Found a note. Dear Santa, Daddy says that you might not have time for our house this year again, but I have been very good, and theirs is just one thing I was hoping to get. It's a dream date crystal doll with extra curls, just like mine, so could you bring me one? I'm asking early, so you have lots of time to find one. Thank you, Lucy. That note, believe it or not, is worth a good amount of influence, like 15 influence or something. I guess people are just nostalgic for a time when there were such things as little girls in the world. And Christmas.
Better drop that bloater before it gets too close.
There's a bloater in that horde there. You see that horde coming along? It's a standard bloater. It's the first one we've seen, as opposed to a plague bloater. There's also a screamer right here. Let's go kill it in passing. All are behind it. We are. Let's let that horde wander on a little bit before we approach this guy in case this guy does something stupid like run and attract the horde. Is he up top? Is he all the way to the top? Dark. The signal must have been delayed. There's nothing here. It must be somewhere in the kennel. Signal? I thought we were... I thought I was doing the damned... to catch a thief. I could have sworn I was. Alright, well, instead, there's a Cleo drop somewhere. Cleo is like a mysterious organization that drops survival stuff into here. There's some good stuff up here. But we're not getting up there without a vehicle. Let's loot some stuff on the way home. We'll get home. We'll repair our vehicle. We'll drive out there. Oh, right here. There should be a screamer right next to it. Unless the screamer's inside, but how would we have seen it then? The hell is it? Just kill it before we explore. I can hear it. You might not be able to. It's very, very subtle even in my ears. Let's go ahead and search the trunk of this car before we forget it exists. I guess we didn't do the catch the thief. Maybe Rhea was the girl to catch the thief. I could have sworn it was Dante. Got a sidearm. Okay, we found a backup bossy, a pistol that fires 9mm rounds. Let's go ahead and attach it. Got some ammo. Let's go ahead and take this heavy shovel and some more weapon parts we can't do anything with yet. So we now have a gun. Let's go see if we can reload it anymore. No, it's fully loaded. Revolver. Now the good thing about revolvers, as opposed to pistols, is revolvers can never jam. They don't fire as fast. But they can never jam. I mentioned earlier, if you investigate all these little squares, you'll we just talked about when it was our home. We could therefore claim the home. You can do that in any building that is not in plague territory. Whoops. And the advantage is, A, it makes it safe. If you look at the map, there's this white area around it. No zombies will spawn inside that white area. They can wander in, but they can't spawn there. Secondarily, we can now see where all the searchable locations are, even through walls. Once you've done that. It won't stay safe. It'll only stay safe as long as you're, a little while. Then it becomes unsafe again. But like a half hour or something like that. Maybe an hour. I don't know. Found a stereo. You can use those to place it outside to make a lot of noise and draw zombies there in case you want to search a location and it's crawling or something. You can draw the zombies out with a boombox and then, crawl inside and get your searching done and get out before the music ends. Jugs of ethanol. We can use that for crafting. That noise was my mug scraping along my microphone. My apologies.
And that's that.
Alright, we got some meds to bring home too. We could make this an outpost too. A meds outpost is not the worst idea. We'll see. We'll see. We're actually going to have a lot of options for outposts because this plague territory is spread out. At least that I can see. Maybe it'll tighten as I get out there. Maybe I'll realize there's more plague territory than I thought. But it looks like it's fairly spread out. Which gives us a lot of options for where we can put outposts. We'll talk about what outposts are when we decide to put one out. I think we can put out up to 3 right now. Although they cost influence each. Maybe 300 influence each. You can pick up one more item before we have to go home. We might as well do that. Search whatever's here. This thing. No, it looks like it might have food in it. Let's like a food rucksack. Let's find something that's not going to be a rucksack. So the villagers are the people we just dealt with, right? They're the friends we just dealt with. So we're probably going to want to deal with them before we worry about Cleo. Sounds like other party went missing. This girl saw me. Not a big deal right now. My wife approaches. No, my cat approaches. Hello. How'd you open that door? What's up, Lennius?
Are we having fun yet?
Drop off these meds. Drop off all this other stuff. You know what we are going to do? Maybe kill two birds with one stone. Let's get the this out and the gas can out. Where are they at? Let's go talk to them first in case their friend is right close by. But if they think their friend went missing somewhere far away, we can get the car fueled up and go get them. It won't be that hard to get there. The toolkit and the fuel can are both kind of heavy, so you'll see our stamina bars depleting probably faster than it would have been if we weren't carrying them. That's feral and a screamer. Let's get the fuck out of here. I don't know if it saw us or if it just growled. The screamer saw us. It was walking towards us. In either case, the right move is to go here so we have some defense, right? These guys could help us, but it doesn't look like it saw us. Quit running around. That girl's like running. Oh. Dick. We really use your help on this. Don't worry about it. I'm on it. Let's... Sorry, we gotta talk to her. Morgan. Donna hasn't checked in lately. Can you go look for her at the storage shed?
Good to hear that.
Where's the storage shed?
Job's important, but you're more important.
It's down here in Plague territory. We ain't getting there without a car. Let's go repair our car, which is right here. Then we'll drive down there and deal with it. I mean, we could get there, but it's a long way.
If we don't find more ammo, these guns are going to become fancy doorstops.
We're low on food because we, for some reason, skipped the to catch a thief mission. I'm not sure what I did wrong. I apparently did something wrong. Maybe it was Ria's mission and I ignored it. I thought it was saying if you switch to him, it'll start the mission, but it might have been saying if you switch from her, it'll stop the mission. Alright, we got the toolkits. We can repair the Maragra, that's the car, by standing at the front here and holding down Y. It's fairly repaired. It's not perfect, as you can see. And we're going to refuel it as well by going to all the fuel receptacles are always in the back left. The gas tank is in the back left corner of every vehicle. It's not a great car, but it's okay. It's small, it's lightweight, it's kind of fast. Let's try and get out to get... No, you know what? I'm going to go up here first. It's closer, and it's not in plague territory. Holding down right trigger to drive, left trigger to brake. And we are using gas, of course, to do this. We only had the one gas can, so we got to be careful we don't stray too far. That gas will run out. That yellow bar in the top left corner will deplete as time goes on. One other is plague territory. There you go. I guess it wasn't as open as I thought.
So, whose job is it to fix everything this time?
Ben is frustrated. raise their morale, or they may threaten to leave. I don't have any way to raise their morale just now, buddy. Except for getting ammo. Maybe I can buy some ammo on the way back. Not off to a great start, guys. Of course, this guy lowers morale, doesn't he? Just by his constant flashbacks. I'm guessing he wakes up screaming or something like that. This thing's out here making noise, but there must not be any zombies around, or they'd be attracted to the noise. Nonetheless, let's approach it cautiously.
This is plague territory. This place ain't never gonna feel safe.
Got a full-on weapon now, a Echo 7 assault rifle. Let's go ahead and equip that for him. Found 40 combat, or 45.56 millimeter rounds. Hey, we got a gambler hat. Just an outfit we can later on use. Another note, a shipping manifest is telling us what they sent us. Worth trade value. A bladed weapon that's pretty good, an Echo 1 Wraith. Let's go ahead and equip that for him. And an advanced brake. It doubles weapon lifetime before repairs are needed and provides an immense increase to power and range. Makes the weapon recoil extremely consistent while reducing recoil by the maximum amount. And grants it a good chance to dismember stuff and such. Let's go ahead and apply it. What the hell? I never use these. Oh, it can only be applied, I think. Can it be applied? I can only apply it to that. I don't want to apply it to that. I don't want to waste it on a pistol. There's a vehicle here. Let's check the vehicle on the way by. You can see it on the map. See if there's anything in the trunk. It's obviously broken. On lethal, at least, all vehicles you find will be out of gas and broken. There's nothing in his trunk in this case. Sometimes they have stuff. Okay, back to our vehicle. Now we gotta go the opposite direction. So we're gonna drive back to our base, drop stuff off, and then continue down here and go over here to get the friend. And after we deliver the friend back, if they are now our allies, we'll buy some ammunition off them if it's still for sale. One other, darn it, I had one other, oh yeah, I remember what it was. One other rule I'm going to apply that says, makes the game a little tougher. There is a there is a vehicle you can buy, as long as you bought the Juggernaut or Deluxe Edition of the game, I'm not sure. If you spend 1,000 influence, you can buy a car called the Impaler. Where the hell's the way up here? Right here? I missed it. The problem I have with it is 1,000 is not a lot, and it's a really, really good vehicle. In my opinion, it's probably the best vehicle in the game. It comes spiked, and when monsters hit the spikes, including like ferals that charge you, they get badly hurt or killed. So it's a really, really good car, and it only costs 1,000 influence. But for that reason, I just find it cheap. And there's no, there's nothing you have to do to earn it, except for spend 1,000 influence. As opposed to other vehicles you have to find and fix up. He's frustrated. Yeah, you can get it really, really cheap, and there's nothing you have to do to earn it, and you can just keep buying it. If it breaks, you can spend another 1,000 influence, and there you got another one. Quiet, Ben, I'll be with you soon, I promise. So to my mind, that just makes it too good to be true, and therefore it won't be true in our... Whoa, that sucks. Whoa! That was rough. Turn my headlights on. For no reason. Yeah, so no purchasing the Impaler. Other than that, any vehicle in the game is fair game because that's the only one you can get automatically with no prerequisites. I hear a feral over to my left somewhere. I hope the volume is loud enough for you. It's always a juggling act when you first start playing a game to get the volume to a level that is, acceptable for the player to hear. I don't know if we're going to have enough gas to do this. This might have been a mistake. Acceptable for the player to hear, but doesn't drown my voice when I'm talking. Because let's face it, my voice is the important part. to be very careful not to wake up any plague hearts up here. We're going to get out right here, maybe. Crawl away. Oh, fuck. He saw me. I'm not used to, again, pressing the left thumbstick to crouch. I'm used to pressing B, so I was taken by surprise there. We can climb this on the way. Actually, let's do it right now. We're here. There's nothing around us to bug us. Let's climb this and get a look around. Is this the one we already climbed? It's maybe the one we already climbed, as a matter of fact. I remember being near Mike's concrete. Let's not do it twice. Screamer over there with a horde.
Marco.
I'm so glad you're here.
Hey, Donna. I'll get you home. Follow me. Because we're here, we might as well search. Maybe we'll find some fuel, gas, and that gas can over there is glowing. That'd be great. Toolkit. Lots of good stuff could be in here. Construction materials, all good.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's...
Got some parts. So we want to keep the game as easy as possible, as long as possible, by avoiding waking up plague hearts. That's what makes the game excellent. Much more complex. If we weren't going to have enough gas to get home, we...
Creeper coming in. Watch all directions.
Fuck. Alright, we tag teamed him. Let's go up to our car. God damn it, there's several here. Don't fire that gun! Ah! That may have made enough noise to attract things. We'll see. That guy's not coming. I'm not doing this the right way, guys. I'm ending up killing zombies. Crouch. If you crouch, your followers will crouch. This is a problem. So there's a bloater right next to our vehicle. I'm not sure if it's close enough that when I get my vehicle it'll pop. Hopefully not. Because it's laying down, I can't do that luring trick. It won't stand up. So let's hope this doesn't pop immediately. If it pops, the gas from it will get into the okay. We'll get into the exhaust.
Be careful. Freak over there.
And this is not the direction we want to go. I know that. I just need a way to turn around. I wanted to refuel before we drove home, but whatever. We'll get it later. When we're safe. Yeah, if you hit a bloater in your vehicle, it gets in the exhaust and fills, not the exhaust, in the air intake, and fills your entire car with bloater gas. I wish you wouldn't do that. It counts as a zombie killed towards that plague heart waking up, as well as damages our car a bit. I did it with a screamer. I probably shouldn't have even done it then. We're almost home. Ah, stop doing that. Damaging our car. By home, I mean her home. There is a feral nearby. I can hear it. It may have heard the car. It heard us.
That was fun, huh?
Let's get inside, guys.
Glad to help.
I have a stupid heavy backpack on my back, too. Let me deal with the little guys.
I cannot keep this up.
Is the feral dead? I think they got the feral. Alright, so she's home. That's great. Let's trade. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's drop this into our trunk. Before they renew their supplies.
Hey, I got some stuff to trade.
Unless they already did. Let's get the munitions. Out here, we don't have to worry about working on a plague heart, right? We're not in plague territory. It's not red on our little mini map, and there's none of those red particles flying in the air. All right.
So nice to see you.
I need your munitions. I need your gas can. I need your toolkit, and I want your
That is a
Molotovs. Thank you. Let's drive all this stuff home. No, let's not do that yet. Get out of the car. Let's refuel it first. While we have peace and quiet to do so. We gotta drive it home because we're carrying stuff. Otherwise, I'd be like, let's just, yeah, jump over the seat. Let's just walk. There's no way to get the car up here, is there? You right here? Can you get the car up here? A little shortcut? There you go. That's not so bad. Let's go park the car in a designated parking spot. You can see it by that little vehicle symbol there. And by doing that, there, it's parked. We eliminate the need to walk inside with all this stuff. We can unload it directly from our trunk. Just pull the right trigger, and it teleports the stuff inside. We're going to put this in the trunk. We could be Ben now, and he wants to do something called Trade or a Friend in Need. Let's go ahead and do that. Let me see how I'm doing for time. We got like 20 minutes left. Let's go ahead and be Ben. Yeah. I messed up that one mission. We lost a lot of food. That sucks.
Hey, mind coming over to talk?
He wants us to go talk to the road hikers again.
Read that book about Eagle Eye, the army sniper in Afghanistan. He grew up around here, and I bet someone with his skills is still alive.
I definitely want to do that Eagle Eye thing at some point. Where the hell is she?
I can get behind that.
What do you want, Rhea? I know these people. Their prices are going to be way too high. Why are we risking interacting with other groups? Trade is essential if we're ever going to go back to the way it was.
One day trying to take care of everyone.
So, of course, it'll be costly to buy whatever they want, but because it's a mission, as soon as we complete the mission, we'll get a lot of influence, right? So I think as trader, he just wants us to go buy something. He's all about the trade. So we'll probably come out ahead on this with an extra item and something else. An extra item and some extra influence. Let's go on foot. Let's not waste the gas. Gas is going to be precious for a little while. This guy's still awake down there. This guy, he's moving though. Let's get over to him before he can, wake up and scream. Ben, I'll be with you in 15 minutes, I promise you. I think he's just hungry. Eventually you can unlock certain specialized skills like stealth. Stealth is my favorite wits skill. It's a specialized. Part of its advantage is it lets you move fast while you're crouched. That That's close. Almost yelled. Bloater laying there. There's another screamer. Let's go get it too. A little bit of extra influence. It's not that big a threat as long as we. Oh, there's a feral right there. Right over there. There's a feral. Let's not fuck with that screamer right now. We're gonna take the long way around to reach these guys. Although if the feral attacked us, we could run in there. I guarantee you they're armed to the teeth. They would take care of it pretty easily. There's that feral right to my left. Crawling along behind that fence. Let's not risk this guy screaming and alerting the feral. Let's crawl up behind him. Alright, let's see what they have to offer. I think we buy one thing and we accomplish this mission. Thanks for coming. I know we're asking a lot for these items. No problem. Trade for any resource rucksack we have to take.
What do you say to a bit of bartering?
Well, they only have one thing for sale. Let's grab this. And a book on gardening. We may have to take that just because it's such a valuable skill.
We've made good partners. I think they'll give us better prices in the future.
Let's see if that's true.
The key to our survival.
They're now friendly, so their prices will drop a little bit.
I'm afraid I'm not convinced yet.
And we got 200 influence. It cost us 175. We got 200.
Got anything useful you're looking to unload? Okay.
I'm going to buy that gardening textbook. It's just too valuable. None of our characters can learn it. We've all got 5th skills. If you look here, he's got cooking. One of them had soundproofing. One of them had music. You can only have 1/5 skill. The other 4 skills are all standard for all characters. So we're eventually going to have to recruit somebody who either has gardening or who has an empty slot. And if they have an empty slot, we can get them to read that gardening book and they'll learn gardening to the basic level and start leveling it up. Gardening and computers, to me, are the 2 skills that are really kind of mandatory for survival in this particular world. Gardening for sure, computers second. Maybe not as much as it used to be. The game has changed a lot, as I said. Gardening used to be pretty much a prerequisite. You don't have that, you're going to lose, but it's not necessarily the case anymore. But it's still very useful. Let's see what else we can search on the way by. Like this place. Let's go search this house on the way by. We're a little far from home anyway. It's locked. We could bust that down, but it would make a lot of noise. Let's try the front door first. There's 3 screamers there walking in a horde. I don't want to mess with them. You kill one of them, that usually wakes the other 2. Like the other 2 suddenly realize, oh crap, somebody killed our friends, and they start screaming.
Time to get searching.
No, it's locked too. With all this crap around, I'm not going to try breaking my way in there right now. Now, the truth of this game is locked status of doors also is randomized after you leave the game, after you exit the game. So if we, decide we want to come back there later, it may not be locked anymore. It's kind of silly. At least that's the way it works in the Xbox. Maybe they fixed it here. Maybe there's a mod that'll fix that for us at some point. I don't know. For the moment, that's how it works, as far as I know. Let's go check this shed. It's a little crappy fallen down shed. with a soda machine in it.
Sweet.
Got some alcohol. I'm gonna get rid of that alcohol right now. We're at their base anyway. Luxury items have only one purpose, and that's to sell them. And you're not going to get a better deal than you are. That's 7.62 millimeter rounds for them. You're not going to get a better deal than you are with people who are allied, and they're already allied. So
What's going on, hon?
it makes sense just to trade this off right now for 102 influence. Thank ya. How are we getting up here? These electrical boxes searchable? Yeah, one of them is. Both of them are. Might as well search them. Let's go ahead and start working on that. No, we can't yet. We need more. We need 5 cases of chemicals before we can upgrade this to Infirmary 2. Let's check here while we're walking by. See what else we can find. There are storage limits on how much you can put in each. Get some seeds here. Scrap of circuitry. On how much you can put into each resource before it overflows and you start losing stuff. Food will come back for that. But we're nowhere near those limits yet, so you don't have to worry about that. And there are ways to up those limits as well. More alcohol. Bottle of falernum. I don't know what that is. More seeds. Anything else here?
Hello, survivors.
No.
This is Nigel Meredith again. As you know, we in Red Talon are working day and night to restore this nation's infrastructure. Until that's done, we need all of you to stay strong out there. Do not despair. Red Talon has not forgotten you. You know, I like this Red Talon guy. I just wish he broadcasted more often.
Might be a safe spot to rest for a few.
That radio broadcast you heard is pretty much flavor. Nothing else to it. The radio broadcasts come in and out. I don't think they're random. I think they come at like in a set order to tell a story, sort of. But what point you enter the story is kind of randomized, I think. More alcohol. More seeds will stack. 19 shotgun shells. That's pretty useful. Even though we don't have a shotgun yet. Let's get this stuff home.
I need a rest.
I'll send him back for that food before we forget it's there. Now, let's check this other stuff first. In case we just find food here, what's the point? Go back. Let's check this house. There's no other... Oh, yeah, there is. Let's actually, no, let's switch over to Dante. We can't do that until we get home, of course. You can only switch characters when you're home or in an outpost. We haven't talked about outposts yet. We won't until we claim one. Although we might claim one soon. Dante, just the man I was looking for. I want to be you.
Good luck.
Oh, shit. I should probably get working on that.
So Eagle Eye had a farm in Kettle Rock, which is right here. Let's get over there. If we don't have to take
Alright, I'm heading for Eagle
the
Eye
car, we
Farm.
won't.
Hopefully I'll be coming home with a new sniper for the team.
Check this when you get back too. There's a nice little camper on our property. Might have stuff in it. We'll use the car more often as we have to get further and or as we have more gas. Right now, I'm just nervous about wasting gas when we may not find much. Save it for emergencies. After this mission, we'll call it quits, guys. Being a little reckless with this sprinting, but what are you going to do? Getting his cardio up anyway. Check this out on the way home too. I imagine we're going to find a lot in the barn. So I don't want to load up on stuff. Just make sure this campsite's on the site, on the map. It's got lots of stuff here, but it's not on the map, so we'll have to remember it's here. It's also
Out there. Talk to you in a bit.
holding my left trigger and pressing down.
Most scavengers focus on big items. Stock up on small comforts. They'll add up when we need to trade.
To set my my rifle to single shot mode. Little weapon selector on the side of the rifle, so I don't have to fire bursts or automatic. Again, we're not in plague territory, so it doesn't really matter if these guys see us. Other than they might yell or hurt us.
Can't do it.
This guy's like oblivious. The armored guys are harder to kill with straight on melee or attacking with a bullet or something. There's a zombie out here, I can hear it. So looking gun case, we're looking for his stash of sniper gear. Wherever Eagle Eye was.
That's what I was looking for.
There we go, we got a note. Maybe I know they want everyone with military training in the precinct, but why does it have to be you? I almost lost you in Afghanistan, then all the press tours of your book. Eagle Eye gave this world everything. I need you now. Peace and blessings, Felicia. Let's take the ammunition we found. That's great. Let's grab some crossbow bolts. Search whatever this is. Ooh, 650 caliber rounds.
There's a ton of 50 cal rounds here, but no rifle.
Those will be useful someday, potentially.
Hello? Gordon.
Flashbang grenade. Those can be pretty useful for like distracting ferals. I don't find them that useful. I don't tend to use them, but they can be useful. Let's grab whatever we can here. 3 grenades. That's extremely useful. Let's climb back down the ladder. There's food that we're going to need when we come back. Let's just remember it's here. There's lots of stuff here, probably. Let's grab what we can and get out of here. Given we know we have to come back for food, that's the last thing I'll search here. More crossbow bolts. We can search the other stuff on the way home, right? The campsite and that kind of thing. We have to come back here to get food later anyway. There's a juggernaut here. That's even worse than a feral in some ways.
Probably kept his rifle with him. I need to find out what happened to him after the outbreak.
But it's not as fast. You can get away from a feral. You're not going to get away from you can get away from a juggernaut. You're not going to get away from a feral that easily. So I find the ferals are much more dangerous, even though the juggernauts are technically a much more vicious enemy. Let's go search this campsite. More parts. More parts. We do need to get Ben's morale up, and one of the ways we can do that is by getting more food. Because I know that's part of what's stressing him out, right? Is that our food supply is low. I forget the exact ratio you eat on lethal. It's not like 1 food per day per person. It might be like 3 food per day per person or something like that, or 1.5 or something. Let's search this this camper on the way by. More parts. That's That's our house right there at the top of the hill. If we can get up there without alerting these guys. Let's search this little fuel thing on the way by. Maybe we'll find chemicals. Possible if this isn't like a fuel thing but a chemical thing. And that could help us build that level 2 infirmary. Oh, gas can. That's very useful. Let's take what we got. We're filled up. Can we get up here? Yep. I know we said we'd quit after this, but I'm going to go back and get the last bit of food that was close by. Because it'll cheer what's his head up, and if I forget to do it, it might result in him leaving eventually. Let's not dump that. Let's put that in the trunk of the car. And we'll call it quits as soon as we're done that. We know there was food right here. This guy's hogging all the weapons. He's got a revolver and a rifle. Nobody else has a missile weapon. But hopefully we'll fix that soon enough. If we don't, we will give the revolver to somebody so they at least have some form of defense if they need it. Search the trunk of this car. Feral right there. Crawling along the ridgeline.
Oh, cool.
Parts! Finding tons of parts, man. Let's not go back the way we came because that feral's there. Let's go this way. And do a tiny bit more searching as we go just so that we don't waste the fact that we're out here. Risking life and limb. Let's come home with as much as possible. Again, chemicals would be really nice to find right now so we can build that med lab. Or infirmary level 2, I guess is a better way of putting it. I have no idea what we'll find here. Maybe a gas can, maybe some chemicals. Maybe some weapon remains. This is an old gun shop. Maybe we'll find some weapons for our friends. Damn it. There's a horde coming that way. Damn it. Ah. Is there a back door here or no? There is. Let's try this door. There we go.
I'm sure we'll find a ton of stuff in here worth bringing back.
Alright, hopefully we'll find some weapons for people. Probably find some munitions too, but we can't carry it right now because we have the food on our back.
Oh, yeah.
There's munitions right there. We'll come back and get it later. Not right now, my friend. Parts. Jesus Christ. The reason I bought those Molotovs earlier, and the reason I was happy to find the grenades, is they're really a useful way of killing plague hearts. At least in the early game. There can be better ways later on, but those are really good in the certainly the first probably half of the game, if not longer, depending on the circumstances. They can be a great way. Single snack that'll stack with the other snacks we had. This guy can carry up to 3 snacks in a stack. A stack of 3 snacks. 9mm rounds. I can hear a horde near at hand. It's probably passing by outside. There it is. Can't believe we haven't found a single weapon yet to give the other people. Damn is right. This last few places to look. Found a combat helmet. It's not actually like a helmet you can wear, like as a defense. It's purely cosmetic. You can play dress up with your characters. Often I don't bother, but I might at some point. I don't know if my clothing from State of Decay to Xbox carried over to here or not. I have no idea. Okay, we got a shotgun and more shells. That's all we can carry. So let's bring all this stuff home. We'll give that shotgun to somebody, and we'll call it quits.
Hello out there. I have some goodies to trade straight from Central Valley. Come on by.
There is a bloater right there, so I'm not going to go up that way. We'll go up over this way.
I'm so beat.
Whichever character I find first will get the, here we go. We'll get the shotgun.
Anyone knows how to turn things around? I'm all ears.
I'm going to give you some stuff. Take this shotgun and these shotgun shells, and you equip it. All right. Put the rest away and we're done. And we're going to call it quits right there.
All of us should really carry a weapon at all times, especially when meeting people.
She's bitching about the fact she doesn't have a gun. All right, we're going to call it right there, guys. Exit the game. Thanks for watching. I will be back, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. With more of this. I'm going to keep playing it until I complete it. I really, truly adore this game. I may intersperse it with some roguelikes if that's what you're hankering for. I can't guarantee it. It depends on my time. But we'll see. We'll see how it unfolds. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Let me duck out of here and quit from the recording. Bye.